Watch this.
Next, football talk is a big hit. Sunday nights to Wednesday nights, we striking a match cause we lit. Y'all know the name, we call it the Dub. On Friday nights, it feel like a club. Getting that VIP treatment on the sideline, they showing us love. Great interviews, go Hoods. Put in work, go good. Texas youth and high school talking to page on Facebook, hold up. Coach Carter stood on the scene, giving advice, he do what he mean. Jay Mack and Swaggy Big, rocking the gear, it's so clean.
Big rise and go easy, off the easy but cheesy. With my steppers, our special kids, making plays so easy. Trying to win, we so greedy. All our fans are so needy, cause they need to hear them talk about that club. We do it for the dub.
We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That TF dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. We do it for the dub. That TF dub.
Welcome to the Dub, number one high school podcast starring Pat Boteezy, Jeremy McInnes, Bill Roderick, Coach Carr, and Ryan Riser.
Well, all right. What's happening? What's going on? Welcome to the number one talk show. Speak out.
The Dub, baby. You heard it first.
Hey, if it ain't live, it ain't me. The Dub in the building, man. We got the man, the mid-coach Samples. How's it going, boss?
I'm doing good, man. I'm excited about the playoffs. Happy to be here. We just had a great practice.
Hey, when we were kind of laughing because we came to the practice, we've been to some practices. This practice got a lot of piss and vinegar going on, man. We kind of love that.
Hey, that's the way it is, baby. We want to. You can't compete with somebody else unless you compete with yourself first. I learned how to fight by fighting my brother. And that's the way we look at it.
No doubt. I mean, we sit up here. I mean, we got players like the star players going at star players. And I'm like, hey, I like that. That's unique.
Iron sharpens iron. That's the way it's got to happen.
Yes, sir. J-Mac.
Hey, man, Coach, congratulations again on another Thanksgiving practice. I guess you're just used to it, huh?
Hey, man, if it don't happen, y'all going to have to fire me. I might dig my own hole and bury myself.
Hey, man, but this seems like, man, the year, man, I mean, you always got the secret recipe. You got the sauce. Defense,
well,
run game.
I got to cross that last line, though, man. And one thing about it, this is a different group of kids. I think you can kind of see the vibe that's out here going on.
Yeah.
And, I ain't going to do no talking. We're going to take them one at a time.
Hey, Coach, I'm traveling to Pflugerville.
I appreciate
I'll be there Saturday.
I appreciate it.
He'll be in the Dub shirt.
You got to get you another shirt.
I've been a Dub shirt.
Get you another shirt.
Hey, man, before we go, man, I want to tell you, I want to give you flowers, because you are the Godfather. I've been following you since Lincoln. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
I ain't never played for you. I ain't never went to the school you was at. But I've always followed you. I always thought you was the standard for all these young coaches, man. So I just want to give you flowers and give you props, man. And we rooting for you, buddy.
I appreciate you, man. Me and this guy here, we go way back. We done been all the way around the barn.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
absolutely. I've sat in his office and had great conversations and stuff.
Can we get a shout out to the Dub one time?
Yep. Shout out to the Dub. Hey, that's number one Dub.
Yes,
Shout
sir.
out
High
to
school
him.
podcast. Yes, sir.
All right. Appreciate it.
Hey, y'all gonna have to update the video.
No, that video has significant meaning. And what it means, and it'll probably get played every year, is happy Thanksgiving practice week for all the teams that are still in the playoffs. That's the significance of that video. So anytime you see that, you know that somebody's practicing on Thanksgiving. And that's a wonderful thing, and it's the most wonderful time of the year.
Still need a new video.
I mean,
Hey,
He'll be practicing tomorrow.
Hey, look, the crazy thing is, that's true. That's true. And you know what? I might have to pop up.
I'm just saying.
That was before he won. No, that was before he won the first state championship too. So that video is about 3 years old now. Dub salute to Duncanville and Coach Sam. I might pop up. I'm planning on going into work. I gotta go to the Cowboys game and watch them lose tomorrow, but I might just pop up before I head out to the Cowboy Stadium. But man, episode 111, Coach Carr representing that Texas A&M with them colors, man. What's going on, boss?
Oh, nothing, man. Just chilling, man. I can't believe we're in the week 3, man. I can't believe Thanksgiving is upon us. You know what I mean? I can't believe that, man, we here doing this show, man, that we done made it to 100 and how many, 11?
111.
Man, 111.
And when you
Tell you what, man.
It's about 200 or something.
Yeah, that's a lot of computer time, man. But nah, man, I'm just excited, man. Football season, playoffs. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Let's get it. And J Mac, happy Thanksgiving practice week. What's going on with you?
Man, happy Thanksgiving, man. Practice week. It's going good, man. You know, I'm happy to be here, man. I see Lamont in the chat now. We're gonna have a talk about this. Swagger said he ain't coming on because he going to the club. All I'm saying is Lamont would never do that. Or Tutson.
I would say Tutson for sure. Lamont for sure. We don't know if Lamont's internet is gonna be up, and Tutson ain't gonna stay on subject. So
we gotta make a show. But yeah, you're right. I guess everybody got their flaws, so we'll just
yeah.
That distance.
No, for real. Hey, shout out Coach Peterman. I see you in the chat. Always good to see you, Coach. Always good to see you. And we ain't gonna waste too much time tonight. We got the great Greg Hill, a great Carter great, a great Texas A&M great that we're about to bring on the show. Kansas City Chiefs, my second favorite team. And I think he played for the Rams as well. Let's welcome him to the stage. The one and only Carter great, Greg Hill. Welcome to the Dub.
What's up, people? How y'all doing?
Yes,
what up, G?
It's an honor and a pleasure.
Oh, man, I'm glad to have you, man.
Yeah,
glad to have you.
Boy, I miss you, dog. See, you should have went to A&M. See, you should have went to A&M.
Well,
but you did the Lord did a wonderful job with you taking you the route you went, brother.
He did. He looked out for me, man. You know, and
did.
I wanted to go, man, but y'all was getting into all type of stuff down there, man. That's
Yeah, I can understand that too.
So, you know, we had to play it safe, man. You know, Mom Deuce wanted to play it safe, man. So
I understand.
You know, now it's legal now, though, G. You probably would have had a gazillion dollars. Yeah.
Oh no, brother. Yeah. If I was back in college,
yeah, man.
I at least have $5 to $7 million deal. The way I was getting it in college, believe it.
Yeah. As long as you didn't wear that shirt with that shirt on. You know what
I mean? Hey, one thing I like to tell people. That I was so poor that I had to jump up just to touch the bottom. So I can run in. That was probably somebody else's shirt that I was wearing at that time.
But that's you all day.
Every day of the week and 3 times on Sunday, brother.
GHT. Hey, look, let me tell you, G, let me tell you something. So you used to get ready to play your red shirt freshman game. And I'm going to say it was maybe LSU. I don't know. I could be lying.
That's right. That's LSU.
Okay. All right. So I remember vividly, man. We was in the dorm room and I was like, man, my Carter boy about to play, yada, yada, yada. And they came on and they said, it's GHT time. GHT. And then they was talking about the Aggies got this young freshman running back. Just followed Darren Lewis. Y'all both went to Carter. They called him GHT time. And they said, this man is electrifying. How many did you go for that first game? Like 200 or something?
212, brother.
212. I knew it. I knew it.
Play in the fourth quarter. I was trying to get it in that day.
Yeah, 212. 212. Yeah. I remember that. And shoot, man, listen, I've been a fan a long time when you used to wear them black shoes and always slip in Texas Stadium and it spread. And Coach James used to get mad at you.
Hey, let me tell you what. I used to love turf. Man, they used to lay that turf right on top of some hard cement. I could cut on a dime. I used to love that stuff. It didn't bother my knees like it did everybody else.
Nah, it didn't, but you just slipped all the doggone time.
Yep.
You probably could have had another half a century. At least another 500 yards easy if you weren't slipping. Because them ones supposed to be going to the house, especially on them little tosses.
Oh yeah, that was. I mean, I can still run at 52 years old. So it's I just have to realize that the Lord he might not be paying attention when he was pouring talent into me, and somebody must have called him for a quick second, and he gave me just a little bit more than he gave everybody else when he was pouring talent in. Just a little bit more.
Yeah. But listen, hey, talent ain't necessarily your athletic ability. Mentally, brother, you've been doing your thing. Business booming, great father, great, just everything, man. You winning in life, man. I'm proud. I'm proud of it, man.
Well, you know what?
Sure.
At one time, I used to think that, and coming from where we came from in Oak Cliff, you were your identity was, what you did. And there used to be a time when I used to identify myself as just a football player. Like my skin used to be all messed up. I used to, I didn't have the nice clothes when I was walking through the hallways of Carter High School. I had to be at home when the street lights came on. I often had to walk to school on a regular basis. But the funny thing was, I didn't know that I didn't have as much as everybody else. And the reality was I always identified myself as football. So if you really wanted to know me, you come see me practice or you come see me play. That was me being the most confident version of myself. Well, as the years went on, I learned, man, that that the Lord is so good, that He loves us so much, brother, that He was setting me up to be the man that, like, I never had my father, and people never, and the people that know me close, they know that I got drafted in the first round in 1994. Was it 23rd, 25th, 23rd pick in the first round? Kansas City Chiefs select running back, Texas A&M, Greg Hill. We fall out at my house. I had my whole family at the house. And about 15 minutes after that, there was a knock on the door. And we knew that the TV cameras were coming that day and something, I was going to get a chance to be a superstar. Bang, you instant millionaire. 15 minutes after I get picked by the Kansas City Chiefs, the knock at the door, my boy went to the door and came to me and said, "Hey, Greg, it's a man say he your father. He at the door." I said, "What, boy? I don't have no dad. I ain't never seen my dad in my life. Ever. They make movies about this. I never saw that man ever in my life." 15 minutes after they picked me in the first round, my boy came back and said, "Man, he said he your father." And I remember going to the door and I was like, "What?" Man, when I saw that dude, he looked just like me, or I looked just like him.
Wow.
And here's the funny thing. So I'm feeling good. I'm in a good mood. Hey, took the dude about 45 or so minutes to ask me for $42,000.
And that is the movie stuff.
Hey, I'm saying, hey.
How long did it take you to kick him out?
42
Yeah, that was a hard no, brother. That was a hard no in that situation.
Yeah.
And but you know what?
But you're more than welcome to stay around.
Yeah. So here comes the mindset, kind of like what you're saying. So the mindset is God is so good that He allowed me to be in a situation like that because I never had a father. That's what makes me the father that I am today to my kids and other kids that I spend time around. I love them. I can't understand why somebody wouldn't want to see a young mind and try to help mold them. I can't understand why somebody wouldn't want to see a young man that's trying to do better or a young lady that's trying to do better and pour into them. And the reality is in life, a lot of people say, "Well, man, I'm trying to leave my kids, as much money as I can, some real estate." No, brother. Leave your kids some knowledge and some wisdom. What are you pouring into them?
Amen.
What
brother.
you pour into them is going to help sustain them for the long haul, not how much bread you give them. And the reality is that mindset changes and you understand that, like, you know what? I was a dog in football, but I'm a dog in this world too. I'm one of God's sons. And whenever I don't feel my best, you know what I'll do? Brother, God said we royalty. So I just realized sometimes my crown on sideways, I just reach up there on my head and put that crown on straighter. And then I'm Greg Hill again, brother, each and every day, all day, 24/7.
Yes. Yes. And we here for it.
Hey, Greg, so I got a chance to meet you on you was at one of my team's practices before they went to the Super Bowl. And the Dallas Cardinals, shout out Brent. And you was able to come to the field where you actually practiced at as a kid, where you actually cut your teeth as an athlete or whatever. So it was a beautiful. Did it feel full circle that night?
Bro, let me tell you what, it was hard for me not to cry. You know, I remember being at that field and looking at that field, and I remember those poles. We used to have to run these poles, and whenever we got in trouble, we had to run these poles, and you would get around that last pole, and you had to run like 50, 60 yards and dive and tackle a bag or whatever and slide it on the ground. I remember looking across the street at some apartments that was called South Winds. I had a fight over there. I remember looking over to the basketball court on the field that we was on. I remember I had a fight over there. I remember that I lived less than 150 yards away from the field, so I had to walk to practice and walk home every day. And the reality was the guys that I grew up with, I never knew that we didn't have, that much. I always felt like, man, there was more to do, and that I was just so blessed with the opportunities. And I loved it over there. I really did. I loved it growing up. And I was a latchkey kid. So for people that don't know what a latchkey kid was when I woke up in the morning, my mom was already gone to work. When I came home from school, my mom was still at work. So then I would have to leave and go to football practice. So I oftentimes wouldn't even come and see my mom standing on 2 feet, because by the time I got to the house, she was asleep again. And so I had to kind of live that way. But the reality was, living that way kind of made them grades suffer a little bit, so I wasn't just like the greatest student. I was just doing enough. And I thought that was good enough. And I thought that was the world. Turns out that, as God poured into me over the years, I got better and better, and I'm in a great position today. And I just spend my time trying to make sure that if anybody can experience love or need some love in their life, I can help pour it into you, brother.
Yeah, that's dope, man. You need to post.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say you need to pour in the B Rise and Swaggy. So if you pour in the grown men, we definitely got a couple of guys you can pour into. G.
That's where I do my best pouring in. That's where I do my best pouring in. I always tell people, like, hey, no matter what age you are, God made you extraordinary. You're not ordinary. You just act that way. So if you start acting extraordinary, you'll do better. Once you know better, you can do better. It ain't always what you've been taught. It's what you actually know and what you have learned. So,
no doubt. Hey, Coach, unfortunately, we don't have a lot of time with you tonight. We definitely have to bring you back in the
we got time, man. Bat just ain't nobody got to go to work tomorrow.
Say, I need to hear that 15 minutes ago.
No, in the postseason, because we actually do have another guest, but we got about another 12 minutes with you. So we're going to use this time wisely. So I see Carlos Lynn, Coach Lynn at Crowley said he played against you in Little League. Do you remember Coach Lynn?
It just depends on what side of the ball you was on, Coach.
He said it was the Oak Cliff Cubs versus the Oak Cliff Colts. He said he remember playing against you when he was a shorty. And,
he knew better. He was, I dug into him. You know it, Coach. I think they had Clifton Abraham over there.
Damn.
Yeah, Clifton Abraham. The coach used to get it on a regular basis. They was on that whooping list.
I don't know, G. Because when we played with the Colts, the Chiefs was the big deal, and we ran through the Chiefs.
They was always the big deal. The Chiefs, they was the Redskins first, and then became the Chiefs.
No, they was the Chiefs first. We whooped them into
Redskins. Yeah.
Correct, because we whooped them into the Chiefs, into the Redskins. Bama never tell you, but we whooped them so bad we made them change their name.
Right, and see, it didn't count once I got to middle school. I remember. Like, wasn't a cutoff point was like you playing 7th and 8th grade football, but if you wanted to, you could still play Little League one more year. So I remember me and my boy Brian Mitchell, we played one more year in our 7th grade year. So we only went to Halsey and played football and started playing football in school in our 8th grade year. But them last couple of years that we played, Little League football, we brought the smoke to everybody that came over there to the Cubs. So
I don't know. I was too fat. I had to play middle school, so. Hey, I got one question for you, G. This is a real question. How was it knowing that Marcus Allen was coming to the Chiefs? Like what was you thinking about when you heard the news that he was coming and he was taking all your 1-yard touchdown runs away?
Oh, thank the Lord that you recognized that, dog, and you
I
realized that
did.
wasn't me, dog. Hey,
I
I'm glad that you could see that with your own eyes that was
I
happening.
saw it, G. I saw it.
No, your boy
I saw
have
it.
140 yards rushing and no touchdowns, and Marcus will have like 17-yard rushing and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And it was just, and I was like, that's okay. You know, I'm getting 100. They really realize who I am. But the thing about Marcus Allen is he was smarter than everybody else. See, they really pay you in that league based on how many times you get in that end zone. So it didn't really matter how many yards you was gaining and what your yards per carry were. I still have some of the highest yards per carry in the NFL to this day. But if you weren't getting into that end zone, like, it was hard to talk to them when it came contract time, and I never realized that. And I used to just get so frustrated, and I had to remain as a team guy. But I was like, come on, man, I just got the ball to the 10. Come on, man, I just got the ball from the 5. Man, I just had a 40-yard run. Man, I just had a 30-yard run. Man, I just had a 60-yard run. Come on, let me score. No, come on out. Let Marcus go in and score a touchdown.
Yeah, they got you, dog.
You think they done that like intentionally for contract purposes?
Yeah, they do that. Man, they do that all over the league all the time. You hear guys never getting their bonuses in situations. Right. You know, I had one of my boys. He's passed away. Lord bless his heart. His name was Rodney Thomas. He was me and him played together at A&M. I remember right before the Houston Oilers turned into the Tennessee Titans, before they went and got Eddie George that year.
Yeah,
my boy had about a $500,000 touchdown bonus. I mean, 1,000-yard bonus in his contract. All he had to do was get 1,000 yards. He had 993. They sat him down for 3 games and didn't have to pay him that money, and then went out and got Eddie George that next year.
Wow.
Yep.
You hear stories like that happen all the time.
Man, that's
people never pay attention to that.
Yeah, I know Des Bryant. That's what he was saying. The Joneses did to him and Tony Romo.
All the time, brother. I mean, it's smart from a business sense, you know, because you're trying to, business-wise, you're trying to, you know, put the money, have as much money as you can, and spend it on the guys that you know they're going to be there, or spend it on the guys that you know are going to help the team, and you try to make yourself look good. But the reality is, it's like football stopped being that fun once I left college. It became a straight business, and if you were not business minded and you didn't understand how it was going down, roll right over you, brother.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it doesn't make sense though from a standpoint of winning. Like you put the ball in Dez Bryant's hand, you winning. So they're playing with incentives and money and all that, and that's why you don't win in 20, 30 years.
Well, you would like for that to be true, huh?
Yeah, they winning.
He do, man.
They winning.
He do.
They winning. Don't worry about that.
Well, I'll tell you this here. Let me ask you this question here. Is Elliott the new guy that they just brought in from the Minnesota Vikings on the Dallas Cowboys and was on the practice squad, and now he on the roster? You talking about 2 dudes that were 1,000-yard rushers with no problem. How are you supposed to be able to run the rock and make that a staple of your offense when they only letting you touch the ball 5 to 6 times for an entire game?
My point is
when you used to touching the ball 25, 30 times. Right. And the reality is after a certain amount of touches, you can tell what guys can get you 100 yards. So most guys, if they get 15 to 17 or 20 touches, they usually get you 100 yards. But if you never even get close to that, how is it? Oh my God, the Cowboys don't have a running game. Really? They don't even try to run the ball consistently. They got some good dudes over there. And let me tell you what, that young boy they got up there from K-State, what's the young boy, the little one?
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
You want K-State, right? The little short one,
Deuce Vaughn. What's his name? It was K-State he came from,
I
right?
know. His dad on the staff.
Deuce Vaughn.
His dad is on the staff. Let me explain something to you. It ain't too many dudes in the country cold as that young dude when he touched the football on a regular basis. Let me tell you what, when he was in college, they was putting that dude in the slot. Deuce, that's his name, Deuce. That's who we talking about. Man, they put Deuce they put Deuce in the eye, they put Deuce in the slot, they put Deuce out wide. That dude didn't do nothing but make people miss and make highlight films out of Cat. They don't even let that dude come in the game. They said they're going to get new people instead of making sure that the cats they got on the roster get an opportunity to really do something. And then it's amazing that we're not really that high in the league, or we're at last place as far as rushing is concerned. And they want to holler, well, you should have went got what's his name at the Ravens?
Big boy.
Oh,
Big boy.
yeah,
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry.
Yeah. We should have went got Derrick Henry. For what?
Well,
Derrick Henry didn't want to come into this situation.
Well, let's be honest. If you got Derrick Henry, you have to hand it off 25 times. You have to.
Sure about that?
Yeah.
You have to. You have to. You have to. Derrick Henry, you have to. I don't think the Cowboys are as confident. Let me say this. The Cowboys haven't been able to run the ball, and they haven't been able to stop the run. I don't think it's a priority within the Cowboys organization. That's just what I think.
Here's your main concern with the Cowboys. The offensive coordinator does not know, and I know who the offensive coordinator is. The offensive coordinator does not know how to adapt his playbook to the talent that he has on the field.
That's big.
That's it.
Well, they can't run the ball. Like what kind of playbook you gonna have if you can't run the ball, G?
Bro, let me tell
For
you
real.
what. You bring some offensive linemen on this. You bring some offensive linemen on your show. The one thing that offensive linemen say, the easiest thing to do in football is to run block.
But they don't
that
do
dude
it.
that line up in front of you, you try to move him whichever way he want to go. So if he bigger and stronger than you and he want to go to the right, you take him to the right. The running back's supposed to know he need to cut back to the left.
So
But the
then
reality is run blocking is easy.
well, that's not the reality. Because if that was the case, everybody can run the football.
No, everybody can't run the football because scoring points is a lot easier when you throw the ball and you score
the
points
teams,
faster.
the team. Well, that's not really true. So to me, I think if you're a team that can run the ball, you might not score as quick as you want to in the beginning, but in the third and fourth quarter, it's particularly in the fourth quarter, you're gonna score a lot of points because you're gonna wear people out. There are not a lot of good. Mm-hmm.
Listen to what I'm gonna tell you. What you just said. You basically said I gotta trust the 2-yard run, the 5-yard run, the 7-yard run in the first quarter, the second quarter, and the third quarter, hoping that I get a chance to wear that defense down, break their wheel, so that in the third and the fourth quarter, my dude can go and make some bigger 20, 30, 40-yard runs. I understand what you're saying, but the reality is offensive coordinators are paid to get the ball to the end zone. The receivers nowadays are so good. The DBs are so good. The reality is offensive linemen are not getting a fair shot at it just because they got to pass block all the time. Let me tell you what.
That
them dudes
may
so
be
athletic
true.
on that defensive end side of the ball right now. They can do anything now.
I get that. And the best way to shut down a guy like that is to run right at him, which is no difference to what people do to Michael Parsons. Because at the point of contact, they're not very good because they are so finesse. All I'm saying, if you look at the teams that are winning championships, we can talk about winning games all you want to. They can run the ball and they can stop the run. The Cowboys haven't been able to do that for a very long time.
Because they will not commit to running the ball.
Whatever the reason, whatever the reason is, though, G, whatever the reason is, like if it ain't sexy, if they don't want to stick to it, if they want to score points, I want to win games. And I know the best way for me to put up points is to get first downs. And if I got to count on the ball that's going to be in the air and it can go to anybody 50% of the time, it could be completed, it could be incompleted, and it could be a pick. Like it's three things that could happen bad. Well, two of the three things that happen bad when you put that ball in there. And what's the common denominator? We 4-7? You see Dak throwing that ball all over the place. Him and CD can't even get along. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I want you to trust the 2-yard run. You better trust your lineman.
No, that ain't
All right.
happening, brother. Let me tell you
All right,
what.
fellas,
Mike
we
McCarthy on his way out.
Hey, I'm gonna jump in on this because we can turn this from a high school show to a pro show. But but look, I promise you, in the off season, we're gonna have to bring you back for a whole hour, 2-hour show with you because there's a bunch of things I wanted to touch on that I'm not gonna be able to touch on tonight. One, I wanted to touch on your relationship with Tank because Tank was the biggest thing in the city, and you followed him at Carter and you followed him at Texas A&M. Not gonna be able to jump on that. We might. I'll just ask your opinion on that a little bit in a second. Another thing I want to jump on was your relationship because you say at Allen, you say you kind of got some. You living on that side of town. You kind of keeping up with what's going on over there. So real quick, what is your thoughts on Allen football and how they're doing in the playoffs and will they get back to the old Allen?
What's their record, dog?
Hey, they 11, 12, and 0.
There it is. Let me explain something to you. Kyler Murray's not over here playing ball, but nowadays high school football is, maybe it's just in this area up here, but you got guys transferring in, families moving across town just to go play football at Allen because they know they're gonna make a deep playoff run. They're gonna always have some really good athletes, and they're gonna have a lot of guys getting recruited going to college. And that is the exact scenario that they got over here right now. I know that this week's game gonna be a tough one, but every week in the playoff is gonna be a tough one. The one thing that Allen has that a lot of other teams don't always have is they got a lot of depth, brother.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch them play Friday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So, and like I said, we're definitely gonna bring you on to just get more in depth with this, with the high school part of it, because like I said, I wanted to touch on the Tank because we talked about Tank a lot on this show. He was an absolute superstar. I played at Roosevelt when he was at Carter, and it's Tank this and Tank that. That's all you heard in the city. The two names you heard, Tank and Robot. You remember her? You remember Robot?
Yeah. Everybody remember Robot and Tank, brother.
Yeah, Robot and Tank.
That's how you get your Oak Cliff pass card, your hood card. If you knew who Robot was or you knew who Tank was, you knew. Those was two of the best athletes to ever grace the field, brother, and the track.
Absolutely. And so we're gonna definitely bring you on to have you on for 2 hours because I just want to walk through the dynamic because I feel like people need to hear the history of the ball back then. And we had a conversation earlier. Another thing I wanted to touch on that we're not gonna have time to touch on is we talked about Duncanville, DeSoto, Cedar Hill, who they are now and who they were back then. And you made a very interesting point when we were talking about, hey, these were the kids that were at Carter, Sock, Bell, Kimball, or whatever, and the migration of the parents and all that. It was a very deep, interesting conversation. So we're gonna have that conversation at a later date too, man. Because I mean, you are a wealth of knowledge. And the other thing I wanted to jump into that we're not gonna get to jump into tonight is your brief talk show history, because man, I enjoyed your show. You was on 105.3 The Fan back then, or
105.3 The Fan.
Okay, yeah, bro, you had a dope show, and we got to dig into the nuts and bolts of why that show don't exist no more. So
I tell you, the short version is when it came time to pay me, I was number one in the slot. So you needed to pay me the big money, and they didn't want to pay me the big money. They wanted me to take some. They wanted me to take less than any other shows that weren't even actually paying people. I worked there for free in the very beginning just to show them how good I was going to do. And the reality is they said, no, we're not going to pay you the money. And I said, brother, I'm already retired. I don't need y'all money. So I'm going to go to the house and I'm going to give it to anybody that the Lord allowed me to give it to and pour into. I'll do it that way. So it's been working out for me just fine.
I know what you said on the way out the door.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes you got to walk away, man. You got to know your work, though.
Absolutely. I know what you said on the way out the door. You know what you said? Yeah. Don't let the smooth taste fool you.
Don't let the smooth taste fool you, brother.
That was your catchphrase.
It's always about business.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, Swaggy does it every day. He quits every day.
Damn.
Bless your heart.
That's because, we need to have you. And he claimed he's the spokesperson for Carter High School, and he's the number one visibility for Carter High School. So we got to get y'all together if you could talk to Swaggy. Because I've been trying to fire him for years, but they keep keeping him around. But maybe if you talk to him one-on-one, we can get him to get some act right.
Yeah, we got to give people grace. You got to give a little grace, brother.
We tried that. We tried that, G. But anyway, that's a whole nother subject, man. We got to be another show. Go ahead, Pat. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you good. So, hey, after the out season, I think in January sometime, man, we're going to bring you on for 2 hours, man. We're going to big kick it because, like I said, I enjoyed what you poured into those kids that night, man. A true man of God, the Most High. And I love where you're going with it. But you need to impart your wisdom on the whole Metroplex because you imparted your wisdom on the whole organization that night. And I'm like, man, everybody need to hear this.
Man, I appreciate it, brother. I just try to be the lowest best son that I can possibly be, brother.
Amen, brother.
Yes,
well, hey, we're gonna catch you in about a month, sir.
All right. Thank y'all for having me, brother.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Welcome to the Dub, the #1 high school podcast, starring Pat Botese, Jeremy McInnes, Whitfield Roderick, Coach Carr, and Ron Reiser. Dallas Fort Worth.
Woo! Hey, we are back, man. The Dub High School podcast, and we got a special guest in the house. We got our picks going on this weekend. We got DeSoto versus Willis High School. And we just so happen to have a buddy of mine who is a Willis parent of a 3 or 4 star athlete. What is he now?
Yes, sir. He's working on that 4-star. Hopefully he'll get it after the DeSoto game come Saturday night.
Oh,
man. Hey, and your son is Jalen Mickens, wide receiver. Working on that 4-star. Let me see if we can pull a picture up of him right here. He the man right there. And you see that number 11 streaking across the field and catching 40 and 50-yard touchdowns. We know that this is the man right here. So, man, I appreciate you jumping on. Our connection from the past was that me and my brother Raymond run a 14U prep league. Shout out to the prep league. Hey, that Coach Carr came and did he did a great announcing job for us last year. And we're going to cover that league again all next year. You coached a team called Pines Elite, and you guys played, had some of the best players in the nation, in the state of Texas, playing in those games and stuff. Y'all played against Decorian Moore in the championship game. Y'all had Tata. Where's Tata at now?
I mean, so he's at Lake Creek. He's actually committed to Rice University.
Okay, yeah, the great Tata, great back then, and your son, and Decorian Moore, man, they were kind of favored to win that game because they played y'all in Houston earlier that year and won on some dramatic plays. Decorian Moore, a game-winning touchdown. He had a punt return for a touchdown, but they won in the last seconds. But then y'all came to Dallas and handled y'all business, man, and won that game. So do y'all feel like y'all gonna come to Dallas and handle y'all business and win this game against DeSoto this week?
Yeah, definitely. But let me circle back a little bit, man, because going against, which by the way, Texas Pines Elite is still around. I would say one of the premier, organizations here in Houston from the standpoint of the football, the mentorship, everything else that we provide. But getting to go against those Dallas Patriots, it's like looking at DeSoto and Willis, to a sense, right? A lot of kids that wanted to play together, all here in Houston, are in that area in Willis. And of course, as you know, Pat, with the exception of Decorian Moore, the rest of those kids are all on the DeSoto squad, right? So, Tiger, right? Great back. Had to go against him, the amazing defensive end, at DeSoto as well. So, but it was fun, right? And like you said, we had to come up to Dallas to play the Dallas Patriots. And we told them to lock the gates. And let's get after it. So it was fun to get that state championship and keep things moving. But yeah, it is funny though, man. Pat, it's crazy how time flies because it's 5 years ago. I'm looking at my office now. I still got my Texas Select Fall 2020 League Championship 13U. The trophy's up here on the wall back over to my left. But now the boys 17, 18-year-old, they're seniors, right? And kind of, on their last ride. So definitely been a fun journey.
I got one more question that I'm passing out to my co-host. We kind of debated last week about how did Willis decide to play this game at the Star in Frisco with all the options and stuff. And I speculated on, you guys track program, you guys like the fast turf. You guys are playing y'all scored over 63 points 7 times this year. So and it's indoors and the great conditions. So kind of give me your short version of how this happened, how we was fortunate enough to get this game up here in the Metroplex.
Yeah. Last year we played it in the Alamo Dome. We like to throw it around the yard a lot, and we want those weather conditions to be perfect. And so Alamo Dome was fun. It was cool last year, but in my opinion, there's nothing better than the Star, right? I know AT&T Stadium is humongous. Don't know if we can fill it up, between both teams to make it to where you really feel that real vibe. The Star, I feel from a capacity standpoint, I feel that it's going to be packed. Willis travels very well. Obviously, DeSoto is right down the street, but that's really what it was about. We wanted to secure it. It was secured a couple of weeks ago, and Coach Miller, right, head coach Miller, Trent Miller, Willis, he wanted to make sure that the boys got an experience. He played in the Star when he was coaching at Spring High School here, and he remembered all the things that the young men get. The charter bus, going underneath the tunnel, right? Getting your name on top of the locker, and then you get to take that nameplate home as a memory keepsake. All those things played a huge factor in allowing DeSoto to drive down the street and for us to travel up.
So y'all wanted to come all the way up here for a name tag and a drive under the under a building?
Look, man, believe it or not, brother, it's some kids in Willis that have never left the city of Willis except to go play a football game. They've never.
Oh no, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I just asked for clarification.
Yeah, hey.
Just clarity, that's all.
Yeah. Hey, well, like I said, I think that main thing was that indoor stadium. You guys have way more indoor stadiums than we do down here in Houston, right? Besides NRG, to be honest with you, I'm not really sure what other indoor stadium is suitable to be able to house a crowd that's going to attract, in this big matchup.
Well, I could think of a lot of stadiums. You just got to play on my side in the elements where football is meant to be played in November. See, the fact that y'all want to come all the way up here and throw this ball around, and y'all going to run into a team that's going to run the ball 30 times at you, and y'all going to figure out why y'all came up here, and the only thing y'all going to be taking back is that name tag.
Hey, bam. We're going to see about that.
We got the real Coach Carr back.
I like that. That's good. It's good. This Houston-Dallas rivalry, right? But no.
Coach, it's not a rivalry, Coach. It's a game. It's a matchup. We don't, here's why we don't consider y'all rivals. Outside of North Shore, y'all have no representation.
Okay. Hey.
Okay. And listen, and Bishop is my guy. Michael Bishop. I love that dude. And I know how much work he put into you guys, how much he groomed you guys, how much he coached you guys, and how much support he give you guys. And I know he's a winner. And I know y'all really good. It's gonna be a different ball game, man. Them boys from Soto they on a mission, man. They on a mission.
I hear you. No, and I like I said last year, we definitely got caught up in the big lights, right? This year, it's gonna be a revenge type vibe for us. I'm just gonna say that, right? I'm not trying to get no bulletin board material on anybody. I just know that
I think you should say it, Coach. I think you should say what you feel right now. I really do. I don't listen, you're not the coach, so it ain't no, Soto don't need bulletin board material. The fact that y'all came up here and said the hell with all these other stadiums, we're gonna come to y'all backyard and whoop y'all butt. I mean, that was enough for them. Hey. So I don't necessarily know if you just gotta get in there and get it in. But I mean, However it works.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, right? You got to get out there and you got to play. A lot of people didn't expect us to be here again, right? We lost the great DJ Lagway, which y'all see what he's doing on a collegiate level. A lot of people thought that DeSoto had the better DJ. They clearly were wrong about that.
Well, in that game, coach, in that game,
no.
And listen, in that game, whoever won that game was the best, coach.
Yeah, but the fan base was saying that he was the better overall period before the game was even played.
Well, he proved it that game, and then he went on to win state. So I mean, it's a lot of half truths. But okay. Did he win that game?
I hear what you're saying, but if we look at
no. The question is, did he win their head-to-head matchup?
Yes, Bailey definitely.
Okay, now what he's doing at Florida is unbelievable. Unbelievable. He is.
So let me ask you this:
he's a better college quarterback. Yes.
Well, come on, let's be real here. You want me to be?
Well, no. Okay. Here's my real. Name me your next.
If you're starting the team, are you going to go with Lagway or are you going to go with Bailey?
I'm going to win me a championship.
We're talking about right now in today's time. Who are you going to go with your first pick between the two quarterbacks? Now when they're out of college, out of high school.
Right
now, yes.
Oh, right now you got to go with Lagway.
You would go. With
okay, but going into. No. I judge my.
To DeSoto, you mean to tell me Lagway was the one that started?
You're right, man. He tripping. Lagway was the best quarterback in the damn country.
Come on, man.
Hold on. I'm not tripping because I'm different. Here's how I'm different. Give me the court. Okay, J Mac. Let me.
Around Lagway.
All right, J Mac. Let me say what I'm gonna say.
Go ahead.
At the end of the day, when I look at my quarterback, the one thing that I'm gonna look at is, does he have championships? Is he a winner? Did he win championships? You could probably name in your mind 3 or 4 quarterbacks better than Tom Brady.
Nope.
But they don't have more championships than him. Because when I play the game, I want more quarterback to win championships.
Okay, so basically what you're telling me is that you would pick Trent Dilfer over Dan Marino.
He got a championship.
That's crazy. Man,
he got a championship.
We're going to get back on subject.
He got a championship.
Reals, man. Can we talk some high school, man?
Yeah, it's all high school. Get back to it. Anyway, a lot of people didn't think that, Willis would be back here without, Lagway. They thought it was going to be a one-hit wonder, if you will, right? But a lot of people didn't realize the guys blocking for him, right? The guys catching the passes, right? 7-11, right? With Bishop and Mickens in particular. DeLeon Robinson, Romel Stevens, right? T. Lawrence. All those kids were juniors, right? Obviously, Bishop, number 1 sophomore in the nation. The next Travis Hunter, we shouldn't even argue that either. Everybody should see the only two-way starter that's holding it down on both sides of the ball. But we're here, right? Back undefeated. And we're right back in the third round, right? Facing a great DeSoto team, right? It's nothing against them. We know DeSoto's got 2 losses, but they lost to 2 teams that are still undefeated. North Crowley kind of came a little bit out of nowhere. Obviously, Duncanville, we already know what time that is, right? That's the next defending 3-time state champs, right? Looking at in Duncanville. And I love my guys over in North Shore. I just don't know if they're going to be strong enough to get that. But anyway, Willis is here. We're back. And, we're excited to play this game and kind of get after it and see what happens.
I don't want to say nothing because I might get in trouble by my co-host. So I'm going to sit this out.
All right. So you say you did want to stay for the picks and stuff like that. So we're waiting on Matt to come on. But all right. So tell me what's different about this team from last year to this year. Like I said, you guys have scored over 63 points 7 times this year. Last year, y'all scored over 60 points 6 times last year. I feel like it's the same style of team. You don't have Lagway, so we know you're probably taking a step back in the quarterback position. What's different about the team this year?
Well, I mean, actually, you
or better?
You look at the stats there, Pat. Starting with Jack Emerson, the quarterback. I mean, he's number one in the state in pass yards currently, right? A lot of people don't know that because he's not a big time name, right? I get why, right? He's kind of coming back, but honestly, I feel that this is more of a team this year. A lot of growth happened, right? Other kids stepped up. And, they really take pride in it, Pat. I mean, when you go undefeated and you lose to DeSoto the way that we lost, I mean, it wasn't as bad as the Summer Creek state championship loss. It wasn't that bad. At least we played with them for a half. But I do think it was a lot of growth with the players and honestly with the coaches too, right? It was a lot of things that they took away. And I'm seeing it in practice every day, right? What they're working on and trying to game plan for it. And if I'm keeping it, 100, like I feel that they've been game planning for this game all season, right? Now, I'm not saying that's going to, equate to a victory, but I am saying that they've been game planning for this all season, right? No disrespect to the other 12 teams or 12 teams we play against. But DeSoto's been on the minds of everybody within that program. And I think, Pat, seeing it and kind of feeling it, go back to when Kobe Bryant talked about Jordan on The Last Dance, in an all-star game. He wanted to guard him, right, because he wanted to see how does it feel to go against the greatest so that he can help improve his game, right? And it's the same thing with this team. I mean, DeSoto came out. You didn't know what you were going to get, right, Pat? Go back to we talked about the Pines and the Dallas Patriots. That was my first year to go select national, right? And I took my lumps against the Bulldogs. I took my lumps against the Dallas Patriots, right? But then you saw I got that get back all the way to winning the national championship with AYF. So all I'm saying is that sometimes it is hard to be a good team twice.
Talk that talk. All right, we got the great Matt Stepp on from Dave Campbell's. Give me your assessment of Willis. I know you.
How you doing? How y'all doing this evening? Happy Thanksgiving.
You too, bro.
Happy birthday, Matt.
Appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Pat, I've not had the pleasure to watch the Wildcats in person this year, but I have watched several games online, and I've talked to my cohort Greg Tepper about Willis quite a bit, and I would agree with Coach Mickens' assessment. I think this is a more well-rounded football team this year than last year. Obviously, they don't have the superstar player in DJ Lagway at quarterback, but I think the Emerson kid has filled in nicely. And I think the difference with Willis this year is they're better at all the other positions. They're better in the trenches. They're especially better on the defensive side of the ball. They are improved on that side of the ball. They're playing a little more physical. They're more experienced on the defensive side of the ball. And so I think that's really what's made them a better team this year. I still think the match in football is a game of matchups. DeSoto's a tough matchup because of their size, especially on the offensive line. That's the thing that I'm going to watch. Willis is not the biggest defense in the world. They are very fast. They do play physical, but they're not very big. And I think that's the thing. If I was a Willis fan, I would be concerned about the matchup of my front seven against the DeSoto offensive line. If somehow Willis can neutralize that a little bit, I do think they have a great shot to win the game. But that's easier said than done because that's DeSoto's big advantage against pretty much everyone is their offensive line can just dominate you with that and those two really good running backs. And then you have a really good running quarterback as well.
Right.
All right, good deal. Well, Matt is on the show. We're going to go to Lemon Booty of the Week, and then we're going to jump into the pick. So here we go.
You got lemon booty. They got lemon booty. Y'all got lemon booty. No did they. You got lemon booty. They got lemon booty. Y'all got lemon booty. No did they.
Yes, we got lemon booty.
All right, Matt, who is our Lemon Booty of last week?
We're going to go non-DFW today. I would like to recognize the Georgetown Eagles as the Lemon Booty of the week. I'm sorry, but you cannot blow a 45-7 lead in the second quarter Yes, 45. Georgetown, and they messed up my pick'em, and I'm still salty about it because I picked Georgetown, and they were up 45-7, and I quit paying attention because I saw the score come across Twitter, and I was like, "Oh, it's 45-7. I'm good." And then I got text from J-Mac talking about Georgetown choked, and I looked and saw that Reedy came back and beat them 49-45. So, yes, Georgetown below a 45-7 lead. Credit to Frisco Reedy. Never say die. I mean, a lot of teams would have folded up the tents. Frisco Reedy did not. That's Coach Carr's Frisco Reedy Lions there. They did not fold up. They kept playing, and hey, crazy things happen. So credit to them. But yeah, Georgetown absolutely lemon booty of the week. That's just ridiculous. You can't blow that and not get called out.
Then what's the name close to being lemon booty? Well, who's your other pick? Was it Panther Creek?
Yeah, Panther Creek and Lancaster are silver and bronze medalists.
Man.
For sure.
Oh, I forgot about Lancaster.
Yeah, but I mean Georgetown's just at it on a dip. They're like the Usain Bolt of lemon booty right now, running the 100 dash in the Olympics. They were just so far ahead of the field this week. It wasn't.
Yeah, that was rough, man. 45-7.
Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah, it's tough, man. Yeah,
I was so happy when they lost, though, Matt. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I was pissed because I picked them to win the region. So,
well, you should have called me before you made that pick.
I should have consulted you. Yeah, it happens.
Our Mr.
Players mess up too. Players mess up too.
Listen, don't call me. Don't call Mr. 30-0.
Yeah. Look,
That's what you really
J-Mac. Yeah, I should have called J-Mac. He's 30-0 right now.
No, don't call him, man, because you ain't gonna hear the end of it.
Yeah,
respect greatness.
Hey, we speak of Mr. 30-0. Let's see how we did last week, real quick, before we jump into the pick.
I'm waking up in the morning, gotta relax and chill. Should I take the Escalade or the Laxaville? I don't know, but I see a hoe in some knickerbockers putting on the makeup, watching looking at my top of my face.
Mr. 30-0, huh?
Hey man, I need
Mr. 30-0 on the t-shirt.
On the t-shirt, I saw that.
What was on your t-shirt, Pat? Play that.
Hey, you want me to play it one more time?
I saw that. I'm just saying. I saw that. I saw it.
Here we go. Here we go.
I'm waking up in the morning, gotta relax and chill. Should I take the Escalade or the Laxaville? I don't know, but I see a hoe in some knickerbockers putting on the makeup, watching looking at my top of my face.
Shout out to my homie Big Suge on the rap. All right. So since Swaggy is not here, we still got the Swaggy top 10 picks of the week. J Mac, are you talking or am I talking? Who got it?
I can do it.
All right, cool. Here we go.
Swaggy Wits top 10 picks.
That's how much money I got enough just to count it for me. I won. Give me my money.
You what?
Hello.
Only on the Dub.
Yeah, and we ain't really got 10. So,
yeah, man. Yeah.
Hey, as a matter of fact, he gave us 2 bonus games and stuff. Are we doing these 17 picks? It's going to mess up your perfect 15-0.
Let's go.
All right.
Bonus game one. We got some H-Tam issues going on. Our College versus Marshall. This is a rematch game, right?
Yeah, they're in the same district. They're the same district as Randall too. That's a really good district down there in 5AD2.
Yeah. Real district of doom right there. I'm gonna start it off. Give me our Colony. Let's go, Pat.
Give me Fort Ben Marshall.
D Rise.
Give me Fort Ben Marshall.
Special guest.
Fort Ben.
Okay, Matt Step.
Yeah, Iowa Colony won the regular season meeting, 35-21. Very competitive game. but Fort Bend Marshall is playing their best football right now. James Williams has got those guys playing really good ball. I'm taking Fort Bend Marshall.
Okay. 14-1.
Fort Bend Marshall.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Start it from the gate.
Bonus game number 2. North Shore versus Katy. I'm gonna watch this game, man. I don't even like I just feel like Houston is beneath me, but I'm gonna watch this.
He's literally beneath you right now on the screen.
I am gonna watch this game. You got North. I mean, hey, let's be honest. Houston is awfully musty. It's a musty city. But you got North Shore versus Katy. Start with our special guest. Go ahead.
Yeah, look, Katy, I call them the fighting zombies, right? You know what I mean? They always are there. They always fight hard until that clock is 0. But yeah, North Shore is going to be too strong in this. Quanell Faircon Jr. and company, Caleb Bailey, obviously, Devin Sanchez. I just think they're going to make Katy one-dimensional at some point in this game. And Katy doesn't like having just to throw it around to catch up. Their offense is built for that. So North Shore big in this matchup.
Ooh, big. Messed up.
Yeah. Katie's going to run the ball and do what Katy does, but North Shore poses unique problems for Katy because they've got 2 elite corners in Pringle and Sanchez that can just lock it up. You got their number 2 corners committed to Arkansas, and their number 1 corner is the number 1 corner in the country. So they can man up and load the box, and the play action is not going to affect them that Katy is so good at. So, and then on the defensive side of the ball, North Shore presents a lot of problems for Katy because they're so dynamic in space, and Katy typically has trouble tackling in space against very athletic teams. So I'm going to go with North Shore by 21.
Bo tease it.
Yeah, give me North Shore.
B Rise.
Yeah, every time Katy go big 6'8", they run into the same problem. North Shore. So it's gonna be the same problem this year. Give me North Shore.
14-1.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with North Shore because Matt sound like it's just too many black kids for North Shore. So I'm gonna go with North Shore.
Hey, Katie's had some Caucasian cat daddies come through there.
Oh, I know, man.
They just don't have. I just don't think they have as many this year. So
I'm just listening to what you gave. I'm just going off your vibe. That's all.
Like I see it this year.
Yeah. I see where you're going with this. Read between the lines.
He didn't
disagree. No, he did because he was right on. He was very matter of fact. Okay.
And I'll be at this game too. I'll be at NRG on Saturday, or Friday. I'll be at NRG on Friday.
Good deal. Good deal. I tell you what, love this one. I like this game. I don't know how it's number 15, man.
I don't either. This is
really good game.
It's Swaggy's order, and no telling what.
He probably drinking or something,
Yeah. I don't think Swaggy need alcohol. Give me. You got Lovejoy, the fighting Dodge, man. I was listening to shout out to Matt Diggs and the Wizard. I was listening to their podcast, and the Wizard was talking about when he talked to Dodge. Dodge was saying, "Ain't no rebuilding. He coming to win a state this year. He coming to win it this year." So, hey, man, it's going down. That's all I can tell you.
Easy said and done.
B Rise, what you got?
Man, I got Robert Anna's, man. I got Robert Anna, man, till the wheels fall off.
Willow.
Yeah, this a hard one because
it is.
You want to roll with the champs because they the champs. That's what they've been doing, and they have been. They're playing this team again for the second time. Yeah. Okay, that's one. Anna has been playing their best football since that game. They have been rolling, and they look good. Man, Lovejoy is Lovejoy, man. And with they signal caller now, they head honcho. That makes them 10 times better. I'm going with Anna, man. Even though my spirit, I feel like Lovejoy gonna win this one.
Man. Pat on froze up.
Look like
It's a 6 weird. Yeah, and so it's not much difference. Like, and it's hard to beat a team twice. My Lord. I think Anna has found some things defensively. I think they got better, a little better defensively. I feel like I'm like Coach Carr. I feel like Lovejoy could and should win this game. Like, this is one of them games that get over the hump game. This is where they get stuck every year. God dog it. God dog it. I don't even know what to do with this one. Give me Lovejoy by a little bit.
Oh. Well, you know, I see Todd Peterman said he'll never go against Thr Dodge. Special guest, what you got?
Hey, I'm gonna, you know, I agree. Definitely a tough game here, gents, but I'm gonna go Anna by a field goal.
Ooh. Matt Big Stepper.
When they played in the regular season, it was 66-62 Lovejoy. I think there will be a lot more defense played in this game. But I'm gonna go with Anna. I think Anna is playing. They're peaking at the right time. Their defense is really playing well. The offense has been there, so I like Anna in this one.
Hey man, they brought Thr Dodge in to get rid of Jason Todd. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he was brought in to solve that SOC problem. So we can't have no Todd on Todd violence if they don't get past Zyandre. And unfortunately, Zyandre is standing in the way. And Zyandre is going to tell them they got to wait till next year. Give me Anna.
All right, is that everybody?
Yeah.
All right.
Ooh. Canyon Randall. Stephenville. Yeah, Swaggy went deep in his bag.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Go ahead, Steph, because you got to break down Canyon Randall.
Canyon Randall is a wide open, slinging around spread team that has a really good running back, though. But he only carries the ball like 14 times a game, but he typically gets 150 yards. They like to throw it around. But they haven't played the kind of competition Stephenville's played. Stephenville did struggle for a half last week against Hereford, and then in the fourth quarter, flipped the switch and scored 28 points in the fourth quarter and won 35-7. Stephenville's got a wide receiver committed to Texas Tech, Tristan Gentry, 14 catches, 320 yards last week. They also have a running back who ran for 2,000 yards. I think Stephenville is not going to play 2 bad games in a row, so give me the Yellow Jackets big.
What is our special guest name, man? I don't want to keep calling him special guest.
Hey, it's Jalen Mickens' dad or Coach.
Coach Mickens.
Yeah, that ain't no better, Pat. Yeah. Call him his son dad name. You know what I'm saying? My man got a name.
I literally.
I'm gonna start.
Y'all ain't paying.
I might have to call him Grit or something. Shit, you know, he got a lot of pseudonyms behind him.
I like his background. It's Coach.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Coach. I ain't gonna do you like that because you know what I'm saying. I don't want to get your son head no bigger than what it's gonna be.
You just call me Jay. Yeah, you just go with Jay. There it is. I mean, I got to go with Matt on it. You know, Matt gave a great breakdown, and I'm a believer in it. So I'm a roll with Step.
Yes, sir. B. Rise.
Yeah, I'm rolling with Step.
Coach,
appreciate Step.
Listen.
Swaggy knew no one was picking Canyon Randall. Come on.
Yeah, appreciate it.
I'm picking the Fighting North Browns.
What you would have said. No, it don't matter what you would have said, man. I still would have picked Steveville, but
yeah, I was gonna say that too. I was picking Steveville off the rip. I know nothing about Canyon Randall. And then when you lay it off with they like to throw the ball all the way around, I was like,
Yeah.
Sound like another team I know.
Go ahead, Pat. Oh, give me Stephenville because I want to see Stephenville versus Solana. So I'm gonna keep picking them till they meet up.
Yeah, whatever Matt said.
Okay.
Right.
Should be listening to J Mac, man. He the one undefeated. Who J Mac picked?
I just told you I'm taking Stephenville till they meet up with Solana.
There you go.
Now this is a nice one. I like Sulphur Springs versus Alvarado.
Man,
You say Pat or Matt?
Well, I'm gonna let Pat pick it, but he thinking.
Okay.
Everybody want to see what you got to say. Go ahead, Matt. Go that way we can move faster. We just gonna let you break it down. You ain't gotta pick it though. You can pick it after you break it down because they just wait to pick it back.
This is gonna be a really good game. I love Sulphur Springs. This trench play, their offensive line is elite. They got two good running backs, Deuce Hall and Jackson Hare. They've got a wide receiver what's his name? He's committed to Texas State. Really good player. Mossed a guy last week. They're outstanding. Defense is a little questionable, and that's a tough matchup going against Cartier Collier and that Alvarado offense. Cartier Collier's been unbelievable. Their running back DeMarcus Belton had a huge game last week as well for Alvarado. It was a classic against Panther Creek last week. So I think this is going to be a shootout. Last team has the ball wins type game. So there you go.
Now,
that's not helping too much.
Yeah, give me Cartier. Give me Alvarado.
B. Rising.
Yeah, I'm going with the team with the I don't know. No, give me something, Frank. You know what? Give me something, Frank, man.
With Coach Carl.
Yeah, I'm going with Oak Cliff South.
No, he was
Coach Mickens.
Yeah, I agree with Matt. I think it's going to come down to the last team that's got the ball, and I think Alvarado's going to win by a touchdown.
Matt.
Yeah, this game is at Mesquite Memorial Stadium Friday night, 7:30. So if you're not going out to Tyler to watch South Oak Cliff Friday night and you want to stay local, this might be for just an entertaining football game. This is going to be a great game and a great stadium. So I'm going to go with Alvarado because I think at the end of the game, I want the ball in Cartier Collier's hands. So give me Alvarado.
You know what? I got a question, though. Now, Cartier plays both ways, right? Isn't he the starting cornerback, too?
No, they put him. He's never played defense all year until last week. I think they kind of knew that they would need to use him on defense last week because of the talent. You know, Panther Creek's got those two, Jalen Lott and Christian Trickett. So they put him in on defense. I don't know if he played the whole game on defense, but he was definitely out there in situations to play defense. The same thing with Jalen Lott. Jalen Lott for Panther Creek played defense last week as well. So I think you will see Cartier Collier play some defense the rest of the playoffs because, at this point it's win or go home. You're going to ride or die with your guys. So I don't think he's going to play every snap on defense because he is the quarterback, but I do think in key situations, key moments, you will see him and DeMarcus Belton on the defensive side of the ball for Alvarado.
I'm going to be honest, man. Sulphur Springs is so big and physical.
Yeah, right.
I just think sometimes they can work.
Their offensive line Sulphur Springs' offensive line is impressive. Like they will knock you on your ass. Like they are very good. That's a bad matchup. Alvarado's defense is not big, and I think that's a tough matchup for Alvarado. Sulphur Springs is going to run that football.
Yeah, I'm gonna take East Texas on this one. Give me East Texas. Give me Sulphur Springs. What's the Hatchet? Let's go Hatch.
My step kid.
Yeah. You got B Ride Step Kids. You got Bridges. Isn't that somewhere down the Musty Land down there by there?
They're playing down in they're down in Pflugerville at the field.
Oh, okay.
That's a Houston team, though. Right?
My bad. Where Bridges from, man.
Yeah, my bad.
You just hate for anybody that's in Houston. That's it.
Yeah.
And I want y'all to know we got deodorant here. I mean, we ain't must. I don't really appreciate that. I live in the north side of Houston.
He said he ain't really in Houston. Houston is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not in Galveston. It's not Galveston, right? We got nice houses and neighborhoods like y'all do too. Tripping.
Hey, Coach, I will let you break. I will let you go first. You got
hey, you get J Mac down in Houston, one of them yellow bones come up to him, he'll be real nice and kind and real friendly.
Man, I promise you, I've been to Mo. I've been down to Houston in my younger years, probably too much. That's probably why
exactly.
I do
Very fond of Houston then.
Oh yeah. I've been to some spots. But what you got, Coach?
Wait, y'all gonna put it on me?
Yeah, you first.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Look, so Bridgeland, good team. They're playing in that Cypress district. I don't know if it was the strongest of districts, however, right? They're still, standing. I feel they beat a decent Conroe team in the second round. They were in our district. Don't know. Obviously, with Jamarco Green going to SMU, power forward guy. Also, they had Christian Nunley at quarterback as well at Conroe. So had some good pieces. I'll let Matt talk about the offensive coordinator situation if you want to bring up that. But definitely had some struggles getting their offense going. However, Waxahachie, right? Being in, I would say, if not 1A, 1B in regards to the toughest districts in the state of Texas. And so I got to go with Waxahachie. I think they win by double digits.
Wow. Conroe also had the DB, right? Dorian Brew committed to Oregon.
Yep,
Oregon
exactly.
commit, right? He's one of the top corners in the country.
Yep,
Good player as well. Conroe had some pieces. They did.
Yeah, just the coaches kind of.
Coach Carl.
Yes, sir.
What you got?
I'm gonna go with Hatchie, man. Hatchie would benefit gravely for playing in the toughest district in Texas high school football.
B-Rise, I know you taking your step, kids, but we got to.
Oh yeah. Your road has the wheels fall off. We'll see next week anyway.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Same.
Give me. I gotta take Hatchie, man. Hatchie looked good. I went to the North Florida game, man. That Hatchie, it seemed like they're extremely physical now up front. Like they big on both sides. And now I don't know how long the run is. The running back out for the year, Matt, the starter
for Hatchie.
Yeah,
I watched. I didn't get a chance to watch the entire North 40 game, but I thought he was coming back last week, and I didn't. When the plays that I saw, I didn't see him out there. So.
No, he wasn't out there. I was there. He was in street club.
So that's a big loss. It makes he's a good player. That's a loss for Hatchie if he's not back.
I just give a shout out to Coach Tyler. If you're listening to me, put number 8 at running back. That's a home run threat. Home run threat. Just put him. You give him jet sweeps. Go on, put him back there, and let him run a couple dives and counters, cause that's your home run threat. Number 8. That's your home run threat. But I'm gonna take Hatchie because I just think they'll wear him down. I think it'll be by 10. I got Hatchie by 10. What you got, Matt?
I'm actually going with Bridgeland in this one. And here's why. Hatchie's strength is their defensive line. Bridgeland's strength is the offensive line. Bridgeland has 2 big-time tackles. They've got one kid committed to A&M, one kid committed to Oklahoma. Jonte Newman and Ryan Fogy. Very, very good offensive tackles that can neutralize Waxahachie's strength on the defensive line. These 2 tackles are elite guys. They're athletic. They're long and they're quick and athletic. They can get after it. And Bridgeland's got 2 really good running backs that they rotate in. They throw the ball to the running backs a lot. They got a veteran quarterback. They don't have a lot of, other than the 2 offensive linemen, they don't have a lot of big names, but they just have a lot of solid guys. So I'm going to go with Bridgeland in a little bit of an upset here.
Well, according to J-Mac, they handle some University of Texas Power 5 O linemen too at Cedar Hill. So it's not like it's not like they haven't been playing against a tough offensive line all year either, though.
No, that's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
I've seen the Bridgeland offensive line, and those guys didn't underachieve like Cedar Hill did this year. You're
exactly right. I give you that one. I give you that one. That's tight. That don't talk about Cedar Hill because that just made me mad at Mike Nick.
Go ahead.
That's the marquee matchup to watch, though, because that's strength on strength there. Hatchie's D line and Bridgeland's O line. That's gonna be a fun matchup.
I tell you what, man. If Hatchie, I take it, man. I love Hatchie front seven. I feel like that. Their weakness is the back. The front seven ain't nothing wrong with. What you got, Pat?
Right, give me Hatchie as well.
That everybody.
Everybody.
Oh man, you got the fighting Lens, the fighting Carlos Lens versus Denton Geyer. This one kind of, man, I swear I've been thinking about this one for 2 days. I can see how Crowder could pull the upset because I feel like they got the best playmakers, but I just think the team culture, I guess you could say. If culture ever really win games, I think this is one that maybe Denton Geyer will win because of the culture. How you see it, Pat?
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. Boy, I'm pulling for Lynn and stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Denton Geyer and look close, good game.
Coach Carr, you doing favors this week?
Absolutely, Coach. I'm a team player, so clearly I'm going for Denton Geyer. And I'm only doing this because every time I pick against Coach Lynn, he wins. So we're taking our safe bet. Denton Geyer.
B. Rise.
Yeah, man. I think give me Geyer in a close one.
Coach Mickens.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm gonna keep the same Denton Geyer train going. I do think it's gonna be closer than maybe what some of the experts are thinking, but I can see Geyer winning by 6.
Matt.
No
Matt, you was
bulletin board
bulletin board material. Y'all
yeah,
crank
no
up the
bulletin
value.
board. Yeah, no bulletin board material this week. Even though it was a very close game. It wasn't like I was just totally wrong. Like my analysis was on point. It was just, I just came up a little bit short. So this one, no bulletin board material. Denton Geyer.
Yeah, I got Geyer too, man. I hate to say that too, man, but I got Geyer.
Huh?
Yeah. Hey man.
Oh, so you ain't really with Crowley and Lynn and McHugh, huh? You just talk that noise.
Yeah,
you ain't really about that action.
Yeah, I play
bulletin board material.
Yeah.
Yeah, you bulletin board material. Yeah, good job,
I didn't
Pat.
give no analysis. I just said at the end.
You ain't got to give no analysis because you always go against Lynn. Me always go with Lynn, but see, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Yeah, that's all you're trying to do. Yeah, he got to understand that.
Yeah.
Me, I'm for the coaches.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Longview, Klein. Oh, we got another team from down there. Longview and Klein Collins. I don't know how much the Collins is, but I'm pretty sure they got a stench. So Longview coming off the big time upset. Do anybody believe they can ride this to beat a Collins team that was injured early, but is kind of rolling now? We're gonna let Coach Mickens talk about his neighbors.
Yeah, so Klein Collins, another team that lost, great quarterback in Tucker Parks that went to Western Kentucky. They also lost defensively Chris Gant Jr. that is now playing up in your area in North Texas. So I guess he got the must off of him. Now he's at North Texas University.
Yeah, we make you get deodorant once you cross.
Okay. So now the team is led by Braden Scoggin, the new QB1. Of course, they have JD JD Brady, as well as middle linebacker. They started off 0-3, gents, right? And a lot of teams kind of jumped on top of them pretty quickly, and then they started getting going. They've been 7-2 over their last 9 games. And it was crazy, fellas, because they were playing playoff football at the beginning of October when everybody else was just kind of playing their regular season out. And, guys, they were 15 seconds away from not even making the playoffs. It was a big game down here. Klein playing Magnolia. Klein scores a touchdown, and then they run the Philly special to go up and win by 1 to get Klein Collins into the playoffs, right? So first round, they beat a side team. They beat College Park, which beat Westfield, right, the week before in round 2. And so here we are, right? it's a very tough team, and I know Longview had a crazy game against Lancaster last week. I don't know if y'all saw that overtime classic, but but you know, you got two teams that are here that might not should be here, but they are, and you know, I'm going to go with Klein Collins. I think they're going to keep this thing rolling and advance to the 4th round.
Oh wow, okay, I like that. B. Rise.
Yeah, I like Clyde Collins too.
Okay, Coach Carr.
I like Longview, and I like them because I want them to play DeSoto, so DeSoto can beat Longview. Because I want to see Jesse get hazed, so that's my thinking.
Hey, but Longview won't play. Oh wait, you said Longview played DeSoto? Is that what you said?
If they win.
Coach, I hope. Look. Yeah. Well, Coach, that's just how we talk around here. So it is what it is.
Coach said you count chickens over there, Coach Carr. You count chickens.
Coach. To make sure I got this right.
No, you got it, Coach. Listen, the good thing about this, you can always go rewind it.
Oh,
that's all. Yeah, you ain't got to do all that. I said it.
Look. It won't be the first time we'll bet some bulletin board material. Pat, what you got, Pat?
I'm thinking Longview as well. Kyle Collins is 7-5, and some pretty rough losses early.
Matt.
I'm going Klein Collins here. They're playing their best football at the right time. They put up a 70-burger on former DeSoto defensive coordinator Kyle Coates last week.
When was he the DC?
He was the DC for the first state championship in 2022.
Yeah.
And then he went to College Park. He's been at college. It's his second year at College Park.
Well, congratulations to him.
Yeah, they put up a 70-burger on Klein. Klein Collins put a 70 spot on them. They're playing their best football. Don't let that record fool you. They got their stuff together. They were a little schizophrenic early in the year, but they're playing their best football. And I don't think Longview's playing very good football right now. Boosie is banged up. They had 7 turnovers in the first playoff game against Naaman Forest. Only beat Naaman Forest by 10.
Yep.
And then last week, I mean, let's be honest, if Lancaster doesn't totally just crap the bed at the last 5 minutes of the game, Lancaster wins that game. I don't think Longview's playing that good right now. And they have a sophomore quarterback who's making his second start this week. So all those things, give me Klein Collins.
Yeah, and also let me add one more point, fellas. Like all their games were fairly close, except for when they lost to the Willis Wildcats 40-7 in week 2.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think that's impressive, man. I'm tending to change my pick, Matt, but I'm gonna stick with Boosie because when Webby finally showed up, it was lights out last week, and I think they.
How's Klein Collins' run defense?
Klein Collins is big up front. You know, they've always had the studs up front. Their issue is, or at least it has been in the past, was against the pass. But they've gotten a little bit better in the secondary. But against the run, you know, they're fairly stout, and they got some
linebackers. Oh man, how's their special teams?
They play a physical style.
I mean. Kickoff return, maybe a little shaky at times. You know, that first game.
That means you got to give up a lot of points for that to work.
Yeah, exactly.
Too late. Man. Here we go. Next game.
Oh, I got to pick real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of agree, man. I mean, even though Longview won last week, they really shouldn't have won that game.
Right.
I can't see Klein Collins making the same mistake. So give me Klein Collins.
See, Pat, I know what you just did.
Well, hey, I'm in the same boat with you, Coach Carr. I picked Longview too.
Yeah, but you could have changed your pick.
Hey, this is one of them games that we were talking about with Denton Guyer, man. This is the game where we're gonna find out, can culture pull you through, because South Lake is beat up. They on their 3rd string running back. I heard they got some minor injuries on defense, not to the stars, but it's still, some injuries. And Hebron is playing some really good ball. Coach Tyler got them boys playing. Patrick Creighton Jr. is looking like the son of an NFL player. He's looking good over there. So this is gonna be a good game, man. I'm excited to watch this game in person. I will be there. I just can't wait, man. What you think, Matt?
I know Southlake is banged up, but they got their own son of an NFL player who's probably going to play running back. Christian Glenn, Terry Glenn's son, is probably going to be the guy at running back for Southlake this week. So I feel like they'll be fine. Shock, right? Southlake's got another guy waiting in the wings. So,
right,
for real.
Not picking against Riley Dodge and the Carroll Dragons. Great season for Hebron. Nice run, but I don't see him beating Carroll.
What grade is Christian in?
I believe he's a junior, but I need to double check that. I think he's actually no, he's a senior. They're moving him over. He's a wide receiver, and they're moving him over to running back. It sounds like so. But NFL pedigree is NFL pedigree.
Yeah. The DNA don't. Yeah, you can't miss it. What you got, B. Rise? You gonna be there with me? What you got?
Oh yeah, give me Southlake.
All right, Coach Mickens.
Yeah, no, I obviously, like you all mentioned, Southlake Carroll is definitely beat up, but I don't think they're going to have any issues here. I still see them winning by 2 touchdowns.
Boteezy.
Yeah, my guy Mick got it right. I'm saying 2-3 touchdown win for Southlake.
Dang, boy, y'all just do not like Hebron. Coach Carl.
I like Hebron. I thought they had a phenomenal year. I thought they did their thing this year. I thought that quarterback had an exceptional year. I like what they did.
Keep saying had.
Coach,
yeah.
Well, somebody said I don't like them. I'm just letting you know that I like them.
I'm just reading between the lines, Coach. Hearing what you got here.
Go. And the fact that it's Terry Glenn's son and it's Ohio State week. I would want him to lose, but that's the only Glenn I want to win this week. Is this Glenn at Southlake? Not the Buckeye Glenn, but this one definitely for sure.
Yeah, give it. You know what? I'm gonna pick Coach on this one because I just feel like Riley Dodge, the tradition. They're gonna come out there, looking real Caucasian with them blonde hair. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard, man. It's intimidating. I'm just saying, man. When they take them helmets off and all you see is blonde hair, you don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's going
on. I heard Riley. I heard Riley coming out there in the onesie.
Your head coach look like he ready to put the other head coach in the headlock because he got that MMA job. He look like he could get down. You know what I'm saying? So they just intimidate if you don't know no better.
Yeah, they had to hold him back from going to go fight the boy that fought Tyson.
Yeah.
Whenever you got to coast us down like that.
Yeah, I would pick Riley over Jake Paul. Definitely.
Yeah.
I think Riley. I think Riley. But yeah, give me Southlake, man. This is another one I'm thinking about going to. Lone Star, I tell you what, man, the fighting Midlothians, man, ever since they lost to Cedar Hill, they realized we really ain't this bad. We just lost to a musty team. And they just been kicking butt ever since. Right. So you got Midlothian, Lone Star, who beat my Red Oak Hawks, hurt my feelings, but they got a superstar running back slot. I don't even know what he played. He just all over the stat sheet.
I don't understand how Frisco Lone Star always has these guys who are like these running back slots.
Yeah,
right. Marvin Mims, Ashton Jeanty, and now you got Davian Gross, man. It's unbelievable that the system they have and the type of kids that they had to plug and play and put those kids in position to be successful.
And they be
pretty
cold,
impressive, actually.
Man. They be cold. They ain't just like good guys. They cold. Like,
Ashton Jeanty is like just playing himself into a top 10 draft pick at Boise State, man. Like, it's crazy. And Marvin Mims, I mean, we know what he did, so yeah, it's wild.
Yeah. It's wild. Well, we'll start with you. Go ahead.
if you go look at that Red Oak game last week, Lone Star pretty much handled Red Oak. Red Oak kind of put some window dressing on that thing late in the game, made that score look a little bit closer than what it really was. That was pretty much a dominant performance by Lone Star. Midlow, impressive win over West Mesquite last week. They kind of did what I thought they would do. That strength of schedule for Midlow really impressed me. They got a freshman wide receiver that you need to watch out for. That kid is, the Wesco is at Clemson now. This kid's the next one at Midlow. And even though they run that flex bone offense, they do find creative ways to get their star receiver the ball, even though he's a freshman. Their system and their scheme will keep him in it for a while, but I just think Lone Star is too explosive, so give me Lone Star.
Coach Mickens.
Yeah, I mean, Matt kind of took all the words out of my mouth because he's 100% correct on it. I mean, it's definitely going to be a tight one. But, yeah, I'm going to go Lone Star by a field goal.
Okay. B-Rise.
Yeah, give me Lone Star and close one.
Bo Teasy.
Yeah, give me Lone Star by 4.
Hey,
Yeah,
Pat's picking a Frisco team, so that tells you all you need to know. When Pat's picking a Frisco team,
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, my brother live in Frisco, so I'm gonna let him ride for a little bit.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Coach Tillman, man. That's my dog over there at Midlothian. But hey, man, it was a good season. I'm like Willow, man. It was a great season. I like you. You did a lot of good things. You had a great season. Willow.
hey, Midlow did have a good season, man. What you talking about? I feel the sincerity in your heart, man. You know what I mean? I know what you mean. I understand totally. I'm going with the same team you just went with.
Absolutely. Highland Park, Frisco, another Frisco team, man. You know what? For all the slack, Frisco we get, they sticking around.
I keep telling y'all, man, don't be sleeping on Frisco.
Yeah, man, we got third round. Frisco, man.
Frisco got one more week in the playoffs.
Panther Creek hadn't have messed up against Alvarado the last 2 minutes. They had 3 teams in the third round.
Right.
Absolutely. Yeah. See? But on this one, this is another one finna go home. Give me Highland Park. What you got, B-Rise?
Man, give me Highland Park.
Bo Teasy.
Highland Park. HP.
Coach Carr.
Yeah, that's a rough one, man. Reedy been going with me through and through. And man, this game ain't in Highland Park. Where's this game?
Took the Star.
Yeah, that don't really matter for Frisco. They gonna be the home away team.
At least they got a short ride home.
Yeah, let me go with Highland Park, man.
Coach Big.
Yeah, now I'm gonna go Highland Park big in this one. I don't see Reedy being able to keep up with them.
Yes, sir. Matt.
No, they gonna keep up, coach. This is gonna be some things gonna go in that they ain't got no control over.
Hey, I'm gonna be in the business locker room.
I'm gonna go with Highland Park, but if Reedy keeps this game close, watch out. They find ways to win these kind of close games, and so
yes, they do. Yes, they do, coach.
So
they find a way.
Highland Park, but they better step on their neck and keep stepping on it, because if you don't let them come, don't let Reedy have any hope.
Yeah. Hey, Pat, I'm gonna be there at the game, so I can be your sideline correspondent to give you a little play-by-play on it.
Let's do it. We're gonna ask for a Dub report. I'll show you how to do that.
All right, bet.
Yes, sir.
I like this one. Rematch. We got is this a get your lick back game? I'm just saying. Hey man, get your lick back. B-Rise.
Man, give me Denton Ryan.
No lick back. Give me
no lick back. Give me Denton Ryan. I hear you.
Coach Carr.
Say, man, listen. Dan Ryan been playing inspired football for a minute now, man. They don't seem to be slowing down. I think they know what it takes. I'm going with Dan Ryan, man. Even though I like the coach at Richland, but man, Dan Ryan, man.
Yeah. Bo Teasy.
Man, I'm gonna have to ride with Jed Cates, man. That's my guy, man. Richland got a team full of experience. They got my boy's son on there is amazing. I know this is a game that Ryan probably should win, but I'm gonna charge it to my heart, not my head. Let's go, Richland.
Coach Big.
Yeah, I think this is going to be another good game, good battle. But I think Denton Ron's got too much. But I do think it's going to be close, right? I wouldn't be shocked if this game is under, a touchdown in regards to the final score.
Okay. Matt.
Yeah, this was kind of a blowout the first time they played. I think it'll be a lot closer. But Ryan's a tough matchup for Richland. They just don't match up real well with them, in my opinion. So give me Ryan in a much closer and much more competitive ball game, though.
Yeah, I agree. I want to take Richland, but just because I want to see Richland play Alito, but I don't know if they can get past Denton Ryan. I'm sorry, cool. But give me.
Funny thing is, I think Richland matches up better with Alito than Denton Ryan does. This is how football is sometimes funny. Right. Sometimes it works funny like that. Yeah. So.
Okay. This one ain't gonna take long, man. Give me Sock. Go ahead, Matt.
Yeah, I think Sock rolls.
Coach Sock.
Yeah, South Oak Cliff.
Yeah, man, give me Sock.
Boteezy.
Sock.
Okay.
All right.
Woo. I like this game, man. You want to go first, Willow?
Well, you didn't ask me who I said was going to win the last game.
Oh, I thought you said Sock. I'm sorry. Who you got?
Southern Oak Cliff.
I don't know, man. After seeing Coach Todd with the Langston guy in the chat, I don't know. He might be a little thrown off.
Coach Todd went to sleep on that shit, man. He's like, man, I'm going to sleep.
He said, I had enough of this.
Todd said, I got practice in the morning, man. He got practice tomorrow morning, man.
He do.
He got time for us.
Hey, Argyle, I think the what is it called? The Prosper Walnut Grove,
the Wildcats.
Yeah. I think they had a great year. I think they have a great future. You know what I'm saying? And I think they're gonna be somebody to deal with, next year. So give me Argyle. Who you got, Pat?
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. I like P Dub G. But yes, Argyle's time. We'll see you next year, P Dub G, with your freshman quarterback.
Yes, sir. Coach Carr.
Oh, never mind. I was about to ask what does PWG stand for. That's Pleasant Walnut Grove. You
changed the Pleasant Grove. Yeah.
I did call it Pleasant Grove, didn't
I? Hey, is there a Griffs and Prosper? Do we
listen, you got to be a Griffs and Prosper. I'm going Argyle.
Yeah.
I think the young freshman on had his run.
Yeah. He good. B-Rise.
Yeah, it was a great season for him, man. But give me Argyle.
Coach Bickett.
Yes, sir. I got Argyle by a touchdown.
Coach, not Coach. Well, I can call you too, Coach Matt.
Yeah, I saw Walnut Grove last week, and if Lubbock Cooper's quarterback doesn't get hurt in the second quarter, I'm not sure they advance. So again, great season for them. Freshman quarterback, sophomore running back. They're gonna be a real problem next year. But it's Argyle's time right now. Give me Argyle by 2 touchdowns.
Talk that talk. Is that everybody?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, here we go.
Man, how this one sneak in here? Good Lord.
Woo!
All right, Nelly's.
Oh, we're going to start with B-Rise on this one. P&G Texarkana High.
Okay. Now, all right. I know this is half and half. I know most are going to pick Texarkana, man, but I'm thinking P&G, man. I know they beat them early in the year, but I don't know. We play out football, man. Give me P&G.
Coach Carr, I know you've been keeping an eye on this one.
Yeah, I know, man.
Listen, it's not gonna be close up front. Okay, PNG has a better offensive line. Now, I'm not saying that Texas High defensive line is not good. They're active. Now, here's what I will say, man. Texas High got some jets on the outside, and they got guys that you're not going to be able to keep up with, and they're going to pose a lot of problems for PNG. They're just not going to be able to match up on the outsides. And plus, we need Texas High to win because we want to see this Texas High inside game. You see that, Willis? I didn't. Don't take it personal. You're not the only one that I talk about like that. It's just some matchups are bigger than the opponents. So that's where we're going. Texas County, Texas High, man. That's who I got. I just believe they got way more athletic ability. They got way more speed, and I think that's going to be the difference in the game.
What you got, Botees?
I was actually talking to a South Oak Cliff coach. I won't name him, but he felt like Texas High was the best team in the state on that level, and was looking forward to a potential matchup, and I am too. So let's go with Texarkana.
Okay, Coach Biggins. PNG, that's somewhere around Mustyville, ain't it?
I don't know. They're definitely in the district, right? So this year, right after the realignment, Montgomery High School, Huntsville, as well as Lake Creek High School all joined there, right? So we did follow this district a little bit. And all three of those teams, they played PNG close, right? Came down to the last drive or two, which wasn't the greatest against the odds for PNG, considering that Lake Creek didn't even make the playoffs, right? The one loss was to a good Nederland team that also turned around and lost to said Huntsville team, right? That just lost this past weekend in the area rounds. So PNG, although they are the defending state champions, I don't think they're the same team, right? And I think it's a lot of window dressing there. Texas High, I do feel is a real deal. Pat, I didn't talk to a coach at South Oak Cliff, but I have heard a couple of coaches talk about how good this team is, and at this 5A Division II level, I wouldn't be shocked if we're looking at the next state champs.
We ain't gonna go that far.
Oh, wow.
We'll talk about that step.
Yeah, Coach Carr hit the nail on the head. PNG's got a very narrow path to victory here. They are going to have to lean heavily on their offensive line and keep the ball away from Texarkana. They are going to have to play keep away, because if Texas High, T-High gets the ball, it's trouble for PNG, because they got about 6 guys on the outside that can hurt you. They just rotate them in. Their quarterback is playing out of his mind. They've got 2 really good running backs. We'll talk about Tredarian Ball. They got another back named Javari Johnson who's committed to Stephen F. Austin. So you got a Stephen F. Austin commit and an Oregon commit that you can rotate in and out of the backfield. And then Ball, they line him up in the slot and create a lot of matchup problems. I don't think PNG can stop Texas High. Texas High is going to get out to a fast start. They've gotten out to fast starts the past 3 weeks. I expect another fast start this week. They're going to make PNG play from behind, and that's not their game. Nederland beat Texas. This doesn't mean everything, right? Football's about matchups, but Nederland beat PNG. When Nederland played Texas High, it was 42-0 in the second quarter.
Easy,
exactly,
fast,
right?
So I mean, that just tells you how explosive
right.
Texas High is. In my opinion, they are the most explosive team. That, I mean, they're the best team, but they are the most explosive team in 5A Division II.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, give me them 2, Matt.
Yeah, and they not musty either, Coach. They not musty.
They not musty because they East Texas.
They East Texas. They smell like pines.
Yeah, it's pine. It's pine.
Okay, they got Pines of Lead in Houston too. So,
hey man, I like this one, man. Hey, this is the whole reason why we got the. You know what I'm saying? You got the undefeated boys. They cover.
Hey, Pat, you should go to number 1 and then come back to number 2. I mean, I can't wait to see. I honestly cannot wait to see, Pat, what game is going to be number 1. What game is bigger than this game?
The guy that did this, he played hooky tonight. So that's all you need to know. That's all you need to know about who did it. But I'm going to let you start it. Go ahead. Tell us why Willis come way up here to Frisco to hand DeSoto an L. Tell us why.
Look here, I mean, obviously, as y'all know, man, bias, right? You know, as Pat said, I'm the dad of Jalen Mickens, the La Tech commit. But yeah, you know, just when you have a Jermaine Bishop, right, that can do it all. He's a year older, been a two-way starter since he was a freshman. Now he's a junior. Jalen Mickens has been a starter since he was a sophomore in this same system. And you know, they're just gelling at the right time, right? You know, this is more of a team in essence of everybody rocks with everyone, right? You know, the kickers hanging out with the linemen, defensive guys hanging out with offensive guys. And I'm not saying that's the only school in the state that does that, but however, the ones on here that know real football, y'all understand that when you get in those trenches and you're battling, right? You know, having everybody rocking out and rooting for each other, having each other's back, that can carry over and go a long way. DeSoto's a great team. We already know that, right? There's nothing to be saying any different. However, this DeSoto team is not the same as last year's DeSoto team, right?
Why is that?
I felt they lost a lot. I felt that, you know, like Bailey was a dude. I'm not taking nothing away from him. I know earlier we had our fun. Lagway's still the better quarterback, but Bailey was still the guy. And what they did.
He was a winner. He was a winner.
Exactly. He was a winner. And what he did, the maul everybody through. You know, I know South Lake Carroll, that game was a close one in that Final Four, but what they did to Summer Creek, you know, in that state championship game, put a lot of fear in a lot of people's eyes. This Willis team doesn't fear anybody, right? And so I'm going to pick Willis, as y'all probably already knew that before the show even started. I'm going to rock out with my son and his teammates, but I feel that Willis is here, and they're going to be here to play and win the game versus last year when they were just happy to be there.
Oh, okay.
You gotta
B-Rise.
I just hope
hold on for a second. Coach, you got a final score?
Yeah. It'll be high scoring.
Look, you've been saying by 4 and by 7 all day. So look, don't be doing this at the end of the game and stuff.
Man. Oh no. Pat, make sure you don't get no camera. We know. Hey, look, let's have some fun with it, gents. Let's go. How about we go like what happened with the Noah Crowley game? Let's go 63-56.
Damn.
Man.
Okay. Right. I can see that too. Go ahead, B-Rise.
You know, I guess go with something like 56-28. DeSoto.
Damn. Well, that's gonna be a long, quiet ride back to.
I mean, I'm gonna stay up here. I'm staying up in y'all's regardless.
Hey, at least they have some parting gifts, though. You know.
Yeah. You can take their name tag. Coach Carp.
So me, because I was just taking notes, Coach. I was listening to this guy from Willis talk about how DeSoto is not a team. They're a better team than DeSoto. I guess he hang out in the locker room.
I don't recall saying that.
Well, you said your exact words were, we're a better team than we were last year. And I'm not saying DeSoto is not a great team. So that implies that you're a better team than DeSoto was last year. But I'm just going to use your words. I'm not going to go off and do anything special. You said that the DeSoto team went better than they were last year. Your reason was because DJ Bailey wasn't there this year and he was a winner. But we don't want to take him as our starting quarterback on that head up. Okay, I got that one too. Hold on, Coach. You know, I'm listening. You said Willis is in it to win it. That will imply that DeSoto just want to show up. So, with all the things that you said, I understand how the Bishops and the Mickens and all these great players that want to get on this turf, they don't want to get down and dirty and play outside in the wind. I guess they're going to go to Boise because they can play inside every day. I don't think they want to go outside I guess that's Idaho State, the Vandals. I don't think they want to go P5 and go outside, but I don't know. So hopefully, their last game will be indoors, and that's something that they could take with them as they move forward in life. And you know, and take that and understand that when we make these decisions, we got to be careful what we're asking for. I think, you know, we forget that they got some really good athletes over there on the DeSoto side, and they love to be indoors too. They do that all the time. They like going indoors. They like putting up points. Last time they was indoors, they put up 70, but that was in the state championship game. So I do not necessarily know if they'll do it to y'all, but I know Mathis, whenever you get a chance to get Willis on the schedule, particularly with you on here, hyping your boys up, I wouldn't be afraid of a blowout. But I don't call points. I don't do that. So right now I'm gonna go with DeSoto, only because Willis wants to come home with a name tag, and that's something that we could have shipped y'all. You didn't have to come up here for that. Oh my God. And that's where we at.
I love it. My God.
I love it.
Yeah, let's go back and screen record that whole spiel.
Oh yeah. We're gonna show it to them tomorrow night at the pep rally. We're gonna put it on the Titantron so that we can.
Hey, make sure you do a video of that too and send it back to me.
Yeah, send it back to us.
So you go
send it back to us.
Hey, did you not say that? Okay, my bad. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I will say this, man. I'm gonna put it like this. I do agree. I actually think Willis is a better team this year, even after Lagway. It just seems like they playing better together. And I do think DeSoto have taken a step back, but we ain't gonna sit here and act like that. They have. Do that mean they can't win state? I ain't say all that. But I think it's gonna be high scoring, man. I think it's gonna be I don't know. Willis looked small to me last year when they played DeSoto and they just basically ran straight at him. I'm assuming that's what they're gonna do again. And when they do that, they gonna keep that high flying 5 wide receiver set over there with Coach. You know what I'm saying? Talk about Coach, we want to go in. So I'm thinking DeSoto gonna do that and wear them down. So I'm gonna take DeSoto by closer game by 14. Matt, what you got?
Yeah, so I gave my breakdown earlier. J Mac, you kind of hit it on the head. Kind of my thoughts. Last year, this game was 65-31. Willis kept it close for a half, and then DeSoto pulled off on him, wore him down in the third quarter. I think it will be closer. I'm going to go 49-31 DeSoto.
That's a good idea, Matt.
Hey, man. Hey, I got my boy J Mick on the show. He done hung with us the whole time. We've been more than gracious hosts. You know, he came down here and upset it. The Corian Moore led team when he played in our league back way back in the day, and wasn't expecting that to happen then, and I'm not expecting that to happen now. But hey, great trip, man. We're gonna hang out. You know, there's a cool restaurant across the street from Frisco, man. We're gonna give you all the hospitality you want. So on that long ride home, it won't be so sad. So with that being said, give me DeSoto by 21.
That's so sad. That's so sad. You okay over there, man? I think you're the only one that picked Willis.
I am the only one. I'm good with that.
He probably expected that. I'm guessing he probably expected that.
I expected it. Definitely expected that. But the good thing about it is at least Matt struggled a little bit, man. I saw you on the Dave Campbell show. I know Greg is around there kind of.
Tepper picked Willis. He picked Willis. So
listen. You do us like black coaches do us. They don't agree with us, but if Matt say the same thing, oh yeah, Matt. You know, I just think you're doing your thing, Matt. You're just the world. They don't know what they talking about.
I promise you. That is true.
If we say you living booty, we got to get mean mug. Matt say you living booty. Oh, I took a picture with the great Matt. Yeah.
Well, Matt, what we got to do to not be lemon booty? Because your lemon booty win next week, right, Matt?
I have had somebody ask me that for real though. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. Hey,
Hey,
I
thank you for making
appreciate
that point.
everyone being nice to me, but I want folks to be nice to you too, Coach Barnes.
No, hey, Matt, we wanted to, man, but they give us the blues. They meme muggers.
Oh
They go
my
on
God.
Twitter and give us this long soliloquy and all type of stuff, man. I don't know.
I hate that for y'all, man. I do.
I know, man. It's always our people, man. That's what they do to us, man. Don't worry about it. It's kind of like they coming up here and picking Willis, to come up here and get a name tag and drive under the stadium. If that's what they want, they can have that. We'll provide that for them.
Hey, man,
All right.
number one, throw it up, man. You already know. Yeah, man, the battle of 12 and O's, man. My guy, Coach Gates, Coach Wiley. I ain't gonna keep this long. It's Goon City, baby. It's the goons of the city. And the mayor, Coach Gates. What you got, Matt?
I think North Crowley's offense is almost impossible to stop. I think the only way you can really slow them down is to keep Jimerson within the confines of the pocket because he's not very big, and make him make some difficult throws within the pocket. If he gets loose, it's church. He's so dynamic with the run pass option. They got so many weapons. Love Coppell, love Eddie Griffin. I think that dude is unbelievable as a quarterback, among the best quarterbacks in the state of Texas. Love that guy. I think Coach Wiley is going to he's going to throw the kitchen sink at North Crowley. He is. He's going to throw everything he's got at North Crowley. And I think kind of like Byron Nelson, I think they'll keep it close for a half, maybe even into the third quarter a little bit. But eventually, I just think North Crowley, it's like Novocaine. Just give it time, and it'll work. And that's what's going to happen. Fourth quarter, North Crowley pulls away. I'm going to say 49-28, North Crowley.
Yes, sir. B-Rise.
Yeah.
After this, we're going to draft B-Rise. So.
Oh yeah. We got gas lemon drop. But give me North Crowley in the close one. I'm gonna say 14. I'm gonna say I need to win by 14.
Okay. Coach Meeks, now you see what's number one. What you think?
Okay, I agree with it. Definitely, I don't know how this will slip, my pregame preview, but yes, no, definitely this should be number one based off of two undefeated teams going in, two good undefeated teams. But yeah, I got North Crowley winning by 14 here. I agree with the first gentleman's assessment. I do feel that first half it could be, 7-point lead. It could even be potentially tied, but I do feel in that second half, North Crowley is going to pull away and leave the field victorious.
It's only 3 games in Texas this week that have two undefeated teams playing, and this is one of them.
Wow!
I was hoping DeSoto was going to be undefeated still, but
thank one of these teams.
Yeah, true.
That's true.
Go team.
How much are y'all gonna win by? 540!
All right,
Now,
North Crowley, not by 40. I just want to play that. But North Crowley, by at least 20 pulling away in the second half. I think it'll be nip and tuck all the way until about the middle of the fourth quarter, and they'll pull away.
Yeah. My biggest question is what is Coach Wiley gonna take away? Is he gonna try to take away the pass or the run? Do you want to die slow? Well, actually, you're gonna die fast either way because he got some darn sprinters back there running back.
Bruh.
Yeah.
So
it's really a pick your poison with North Crowley. That offense is
it's crazy.
And then their offensive line is elite. I mean, it's a complete offense.
Yeah. Willow, take us home, Coach Carl.
Well, Coach, thank you for allowing me to take it home. And that first gentleman that he's talking about was Matt. So just kind of reiterate what we was talking about earlier. So here's the thing. It's only going to be, I guess whatever undefeated team, Willis, it's not going to be undefeated. I don't think they play basketball anyway, so they just might be going straight to the weight room, which is a good place for them. They need to get stronger and bigger. I think when you look at a North Crowley and Capel, you see a team, in all honesty, man, like Coach, our guy, Capel. Like, that's our dude. We love him to death. Like, we want the best for him. It's just he going up against a team he's just not matched up with. Like it's not a great matchup for him. I think coaching wise, motivation wise, and the talent of the quarterback will keep them in the game. But until they go in and make adjustments, I think you're gonna see the difference, not only just in talent level, but the athletic ability as well. Unlike Willis going in at halftime, they have some really good coaches, and that coach is going to make some really good plays to draw up to take advantage of DeSoto. However, they just a little bit more physical than Willis because Willis wanted to go inside and DeSoto play outside. They like to play outside. They put up points outside too, but I guess Willis say you need to come inside before them lights come on, and so they got to go home for them street lights come on.
I thought we were done with this game. I thought we were talking about North Crowley and Coughlin.
Well, we are. You're not letting me get there.
My bad, Coach. That's on me.
He was definitely taking a long way. He was going through Willis.
He went down I-45. He went down I-45.
Yeah, man. I mean, all up and down 45. Like,
I'll stop at Fairfield next time.
Nah. I got no Corley, J-Man. I got no Corley.
Hey, I have one question on the way out. I want to ask y'all. Do y'all think Capel could just like they best just basically just try to score, take their time and score every possession?
Yeah, I mean they gotta be perfect.
How possible is it? Because I like their offense.
Capel's got to be perfect, and they got to hope North Crowley makes some mistakes.
Right.
Capel, I think they have to score every possession.
Yes,
and I think they're gonna have to hope North Crowley either shoots themselves in the foot with some bad, gets a couple of bad penalties, or they turn, fumble, something crazy's got to happen.
Yeah, like onside kick. I mean,
and I think they may do that. I think Capel may pull out an onside kick, try to steal a possession. Like they're gonna have to be perfect. A lot has to go right for them to pull the upset. I think.
So who got the better shot, Willis or Capel?
To do what? Lose?
Upset.
I think they
to win. I think Willis has a better chance to win than Capel does. If we're being honest, in my opinion.
Listen, the only thing Willis gonna win is.
Can't even get it out.
He didn't have nothing. He was thinking on the fly.
I was thinking on the fly. And I was like, nope, can't say that. Nope, can't say that.
The wheels was turning, man.
Yeah, they turning, man.
I'm just messing with you, Coach, man.
Safe travels up here, man. Safe travels back.
Yeah, be careful coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, man. I appreciate you staying on, man. It's probably the longest Wednesday night show we've had in a while. But I'm gonna catch up with you at the stadium.
And we off tomorrow.
I'll be there. Huh?
It's a good thing.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Yeah, we off tomorrow. Yeah.
I was gonna go to Richmond practice though, but since we all so late, I don't know if I'm gonna get up in time.
I got to drive to Houston tomorrow, so
Hey, make sure you take your deodorant, Matt.
Yeah. I heard they ain't got a whole lot of them on the shelf, so you better.
I'll bring my own. I got my own in there. I'm good to go.
Yeah, hit that.
Yeah.
I got that smell.
Hey, where exactly is Willis?
So it's North Houston. So if you come through Huntsville, probably about 10, 15 minutes away from there. It's before you get to Conroe.
Oh, so you're not Houston?
No, I mean. North Houston.
To me,
nah, hell no.
You're way north of Houston.
When I drive through Willis,
that's not even Houston.
It looks to me more like Lufkin. Like it feels more like Lufkin than Houston to me. Like
to
me.
Oh, y'all all 45?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yep.
So when you go past Conroe, before you get to the Woodlands, or y'all after the Woodlands or before the Woodlands?
So Conroe's before the Woodlands. So coming from Willis, you would have hit Willis right after you. So you go Huntsville, and then Willis is essential. Well, New Waverly, and then Willis is the next one.
Oh, okay. So y'all so y'all passed the okay.
Yep.
Okay, no, I know where you're at. I know exactly where you're at. So y'all more Huntsville. Yeah, y'all more Huntsville than Houston, huh?
That's correct. Yeah.
So y'all suburb of Huntsville.
Yeah. Well, not really. Yeah.
Car, you are messy.
Hey, he is. He is. I'm gonna have to have y'all over to my crib so y'all can come hang out. You can see for yourself, Coach.
I don't know, man. You're the suburb of Huntsville, dog. I don't know if I want to come hang out there.
I'm not in no suburb. It's Conroe, just north. Thank you, Mark Henry. I appreciate you, bro. Yes, north of Conroe, bro. We're not in Huntsville.
But Mark Henry used to be Musty, but he moved up here from Houston. He went to Yates. No, he went to Booker T. He was real musty. Like he's in the heart of Houston.
He was inside the loop. He was inside 610.
It took a minute to get that stench off him.
Yeah. We had to make him go. We got a dipping station right there in Wilma Hudson over there. So you come 45 from Houston, you gotta go by that dipping station. We gotta get we gotta
get that bull crap off you. Just know when you coming up 45, when you pass that Buc-ee's in Ennis, your next couple of exits to your right is gonna be where you need to go dip. And make sure you take a good swig. Take your car through there, take everything through there. Take your kids through there. Everything.
Buy some clothes.
Yeah.
Burn your clothes.
Get your Buc-ee sweatshirt.
Yeah, we don't need none of that up here.
None of it. And tell your whole team on their way back, they're gonna smell a lot better.
Yeah.
Well, man, hey, before we get you out of here, Mick, man, I'll see you on Saturday. I'll be on the sideline. Hopefully, you're on the sideline. You gonna be on the sideline?
Oh yeah, you know that.
Okay, yeah, good deal. So yeah, we'll catch up at the 50-yard line in the pregame, man, and
No, I won't be there. I won't be there for that game.
Oh, you won't?
No, I'll be at the Bayou Classic, but I'm definitely gonna be watching.
Hey, and look here, guys, I will come back on here, win or lose next week, right? I'm not gonna run. So if I gotta take it, then I'll take it. But just know we get that dub. Coach Carl.
Oh, you get that dub. You ain't coming nowhere near this show.
You might have to come on that night because that's an emergency show type situation.
Hey, J Mac, that man get a W. He ain't coming nowhere near this show.
He's coming back. He gonna have
absolutely not, and I'm not gonna be on it.
His whole wall gonna be deodorant.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not gonna be on it.
Yes, you are, Coach. Coach,
I'm gonna get in them chats and talk my noise.
Woo. Hey guys, I appreciate it. Matt, where you going this weekend? Where you?
I'll be at NRG Stadium on Friday all day for Fort Bend Marshall, Alba Colony, Katy North Shore, and then Summer Creek and Katy Jordan. And then Saturday I'll be in Waller. I'm gonna watch Brenham and Richmond Randall play.
Yeah, great running backs.
Oh, I'm ready to see. Yeah. Brenham's running back I think is hurt, but Richmond Randall's running back is healthy, and Richmond Randall is doing work.
Jacoby Dixon, gents, y'all remember this name, Jacoby Dixon and Callis. I mean, two backs that will be playing on Saturdays. Good chance they can be playing on Sundays. They both are 2027 class.
That's Black Jesus, ain't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I seen Black Jesus when he played against the Dogs.
Yeah.
Black Jesus. No, that was Pac Prime. Black Jesus cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, he cold. And that running back from Brenham, he a sophomore, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I saw him too. He nice too. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? Y'all would have if y'all had them on your team, man, I might have picked y'all to win. But y'all clearly don't do good recruiting, so.
Yeah, do a better job. Get the rental properties up, Coach. Get the rental properties up.
Do a better job, man. Do a better job.
Hey, with that being said, man, episode 111 is in the books. The Dub salute. We'll see everybody this weekend, man. Let's playoff, baby. Thanksgiving is going down.
Hey, I'm Reginald Samples, 6A Division I state champion. I just want to give a shout out to the Dubs. my favorite podcast and program.
Ron Murray, Mr. High School Holler, K104, the biggest out there at the 214 day camp. Big shout out to the Quentin Jackson, you know, the Duncanville all-world quarterback.
It was good. The Quentin Jackson.